Hey guys, I hope you are all doing well today. I'm here with a weekly message. Usually I do these, I'll either do them in like a short here on YouTube or I will make a post over on my Instagram. But I figured I'd try and do things a little bit differently. Instead of just posting a picture of the card or, like I said, sharing a quick little short here on YouTube, I kind of want to dive into it a little bit deeper. I want to share some of my thoughts and my takeaways from the cards. I know for me personally, when I see posts online or if I watch videos about, people sharing affirmations and kind of just talking about it, it helps me feel like I can relate, like I'm not the only one that thinks or feels a certain way. So I'm hoping by doing these types of videos that I can help someone out there feel the same way. So if you follow me over on Instagram or even here on YouTube, you could probably tell that the less anxiety affirmation cards are one of my favorites. For me, these cards are very relatable. They really hit me on a personal level a lot of the times when I use them. So I'm not only going to be using this deck when I do these types of videos, but you will probably see them quite often. So usually what I'll do is shuffle and pull a card and then share some of my thoughts, my feelings towards that message. And yeah, so for today's video I have already pulled a card. So for today's message we have, "It is hard to accept things as they are, but if I could do that, it would set me free. This is the way things are now." So I think we all can say that we've had experiences or situations where we wished that it went about a different way or that it ended with a different outcome. We wish that we would have done things differently, maybe have said something or not have said something. And this way of thinking, we can get caught up in a cycle of the what ifs, what could have beens, and just have all of these different scenarios running through our minds of the way that we wished things went or how they could have ended, when in reality it doesn't matter, because what happened has happened, what's done is done. And unfortunately we don't have a time machine. We're not able to go back in time no matter how bad we may want to. We just can't go back in time and change, how things ended up. The only thing that we do have control over is the here and now, where we go from here. Now that we've been through that experience and that situation, we know what we don't want to happen, so we know what we have to do or what not to do to end up either with the same outcome or a different outcome. So through this experience we can avoid making similar mistakes, and with that knowledge we can choose a better path for our next steps forward. So it's kind of a good thing that we don't have a time machine, because I feel like if we did, we wouldn't really learn anything. We would just get into our time machine and hop back in time and change it. But in reality, we kind of have to sit and contemplate and really think about, what happened, why things happened the way that they did, and what we can do next to avoid the same thing from happening. And the severity of situations, it differs, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because we can't change what has already happened. So if it was a situation that in your eyes ended badly, you may not be able to change, what you've just done or what someone has done to you, but you get to choose now the actions that you want to take moving forward. And that's a very powerful thing. To me, that's more powerful than having a time machine to go back and change the past. You have to be able to take the present, the here and now, into your own hands and make those changes that are going to better things for you. So there's no point in, having all of those thoughts racing through your mind of the things that you wish could have been different. There's no point in feeding those thoughts your energy when you could be using your energy to focus on the future. And like I said, moving forward, and where are you going to go from here? And doing this takes time, like only recently have I been able to, if I'm feeling a certain way or if I'm in a certain situation, pause and be mindful of the situation that I'm in and realize that I can't change, what has happened. I don't have that luxury. And I kind of have to, live with it and make it work, and choose where I'm going to go from here. But like I said, it really depends on the situation. Some situations, I know for me personally, it's easier for me to take that pause and remind myself of that. But in a situation that seems very, very intense and overwhelming, it's kind of hard to quiet your mind in that moment and, remind yourself that, well, this is how it is and what can I do with it? And it'll take time. So don't be too hard on yourself if you come across a situation or a time when you feel like, shoot, that would have been a really great time to step back, take a pause and be mindful and remind myself that this is how it is. It's going to take time and it's going to take practice. But even if you catch yourself doing it every now and then, at least one time more than you usually do, you should look at that as progress for sure. And the more that you do it, you'll find that, you feel the changes happening, you see the changes happening within yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, and it'll definitely help you in the long run. So those are my thoughts on our message from the lovely Less Anxiety affirmation cards. I hope you found it helpful and insightful in some way, and I would love to hear what you guys think. Would you prefer longer videos like this one, or just my usual Instagram posts if you follow me on Instagram, or my shorts here on YouTube where I just film the card, or do you like the more in-depth videos where I do a little bit more talking? And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next one.